If you've ever left a plant by a windowsill for a little while, you might have noticed how plants grow towards the light. I've left this guy by my windowsill for a few months and he's growing at quite an angle, leaning towards where the light streams in from my window. But how do plants know where their light source is coming from? I mean, they don't have eyes, right? Plants grow in all sorts of interesting ways, but it's not just happening at random. It may seem like plants don't do much other than sit and look pretty, but in actual fact, plants are constantly sensing and responding to their environment. We just don't see it because it's happening at a much slower timescale. Here's some sped up footage of my wattle seedlings by a window. Look how actively they move with the light. As night falls and the light fades, they continue to grow upright, but as soon as that sun returns, they open up their leaves towards it to do some sweet photosynthesis. Remember, plants need light in order to gain energy and grow, so this pattern of growth means they can optimize how much sunlight they capture. But how do plants know which direction to angle themselves? Can plants actually see? Well, unlike us, plants don't have a centralized nervous system to help them perceive light. If plants kept all their major survival organs in one place, a hungry animal could easily chomp it off for a morning snack and the plant would be no more. Instead, a plant's sensory system is entirely distributed throughout its body. When it comes to sensing light, plants rely on proteins called photoreceptors. We also have photoreceptors in our eyes, but in a plant, they're spread across various tissues. So it's kind of like if we had eyes in our arms. When light interacts with the photoreceptors, it triggers a chain of reactions within the plant, which over time causes it to bend towards the light. But this doesn't just happen in houseplants. Sunflowers are literally called sunflowers because they track the sun. Young sunflowers start their day facing the east with the sunrise. Throughout the day, they slowly follow the sun across the sky until it sets in the west. Overnight, the sunflowers reposition themselves to face the east in anticipation for the rising sun. By doing this, sunflowers keep their iconic disc nice and warm all day long, which is effective for attracting insects. As it turns out, bees love a warm flower. And then we have eucalypts. Eucalypts have evolved to live in hot and dry conditions where the harsh sun can lead to excessive water loss through the leaves of a plant. But eucalypts have evolved a trick for this. Notice how the leaves point downwards? By angling them in this way, the eucalypt exposes less surface area to the sun so that it doesn't lose too much water. At the hottest part of the day, the sun is typically directly overhead, and as you can see, only the thinnest part of the leaf is exposed. By doing this, the eucalypts can conserve precious water content in the hot Australian sun. Though they move very slowly, plants are always adapting and responding to their environment, especially when it comes to the sun. So I guess plants can't see light, but they do sense it. So you can rest assured your plants aren't secretly watching you while you sleep.